For those grinding the Nebula camo right now in zombies, unfortunately in a recent update, the directed mode got intentionally nerfed. Let's go through the best method after patch on how to get Nebula unlocked as fast as possible, how to do it, and this even works for those special and elite zombie kills. So what got nerfed was the time in between rounds in the directed mode while in a round cap, and it's easier to show you than tell you. So we're on round 3. And at the end of this round, because of the round counter saying we're at a round cap, we're not going to go to round 4. We're in the spawn room of Citadel. We're going to stay on round 3. And what's going to happen is we're just going to go through round 3 zombies over and over again. What got nerfed is once you repeat the same round in directed mode, meaning a round cap, 5 times in a row, there is going to be an increased duration between the end of the round and when zombies are going to start spawning. So we got 1 zombie left and I've repeated round 3 more than 5 times, and just look at how long it takes for new zombies to spawn in. This is where this nerf takes place. If we were on a regular directed mode before the patch, or just in a regular standard game of zombies, we would have the zombies spawn in right about now. But because of this nerf, we're now going to be sitting for an extended period of time just waiting for zombies. This is going to result in directed mode taking way longer to camo grind, especially when you're repeating rounds. And this happens at any round, not just round 3. If you're on Liberty Falls doing elite kills on round 15 over and over again, you're going to be waiting this long. There we go. We finally have zombies spawning in. Waiting this long just to get some camo progression. So directed mode is no longer the fastest way to get camos. So let's open up the map and get things set up with the oil trap strategy. Now on Citadel Des Morts, there is a way, even in directed mode, to infinitely spawn in zombies. That's going to result in, even when repeating the same round over and over again, we're not going to be waiting 30 seconds to a minute just for more zombies to spawn in. Infinite flow. So we're going to open up Pack-a-Punch here. And of course, don't forget to talk to Craft. And once the cutscene with Craft is over, we can now shoot the mirrors to get the brooch set up. Once you shot all the mirrors so the laser hits this mannequin head, the brooch will appear. Place the brooch inside of this circle and infinite zombies are going to spawn in this room. Do not kill any zombies in here as it's a soul box. We're just going to let them come to us and get as many kills as possible. Not only are you able to farm headshots from these zombies that are going to infinitely spawn alongside the zombies that spawn in each round in directed, and you can repeat rounds over and over again, you're just now going to have infinite amount of zombies spawn in from this trial. So even in those long downtime periods between rounds, you're always getting camo progression. In my last video, I showed this strategy off, and we're going to use it over and over again, and that's the oil traps on Citadel. All you're going to need is some Molotovs and Deadshot Daquiri. Then, when you activate the oil trap, all you have to do is throw your Molotov to ignite the oil. It will now be on fire. You just stand on this ledge, and every kill you get will count as a critical kill, and these count towards camo progression. Not only are you going to make ridiculously fast camo progression here because you have infinite zombies spawning from your incantation trial for the Lion's Sword, but you're also going to go through infinite amount of rounds, and the zombies aren't going to get more difficult because we're at a round cap. On the Speed Cola side oil trap, you're also invulnerable if you sit in this corner. Zombies aren't going to hit you, you're just going to continue to make camo progression. And the Lion's Sword incantation with the Paladin's Brooch that we set up isn't the only infinite spawn we can have active on the map. We can set up the Raven Sword's incantation. In the Pack-a-Punch room, there's going to be this fast travel. In this fast travel, there's going to be a ledge with a raven on it. You're going to want to shoot the raven exactly as I do. Then this raven's going to fly out of the hole in the wall, and you just have to shoot it. Well, okay, don't miss. Okay, there we go. Eventually, when you shoot the bird, it's going to drop a raven claw. Once this floats down to the ground, you just have to pick it up, and we're going to take it back down underground in the cellars. You'll notice a very similar circle from the Paladin's Brooch step, and we're just going to place the Raven's Claw here. Now, not only are we getting infinite zombie spawns from the Paladin's Brooch, but we're also going to be getting extra infinite zombie spawns from the Ravenclaw, which means now we're going to have a non-stop flow of zombies to use the oil trap. There are 2 more trials or incantations that you can activate which spawn infinite amount of zombies. Since we're already using Molotovs, we can light the dragon incantation. This is going to be the first wood pile of 3. You can all see this from the castle's drawbridge, or I guess the cannon area. The other one is right above the door to the entrance of the castle. Of course, don't be like me and actually hit it. And then the third one is right above elemental pop. Once you've lit all 3 on fire, a doppelgast is going to spawn. Once you kill this doppelgast, it is going to drop the Ankh of Ra. Now, you just place it in this circle right outside of the oil trap itself, and once again, that's a 3rd spawn location for infinite zombies. Okay, well, I take that back. If you use this oil trap by Speed Cola, the souls from the zombies you kill are going to complete this incantation trial. So, unless you're only using the oil trap by Deadshot Daquiri, you're gonna complete this fire incantation, so it's not really worth using. And trust me, it's way better to use both oil traps than just wait for one to complete itself over and over again. I don't remember how to do the stag trial in Spawn, but that incantation trial you can also activate to have 3 infinite zombie spawns. It's just the dragon one, the dragon incantation, isn't really that useful. Getting your camos completed using the oil trap is extremely broken. I'm assuming it's eventually going to get patched out of the game within the next week or 2, but it's not just something that you can use in the directed mode. You can also do this in standard, which you're going to have to do if you want to get your mastery camo challenges for Opal and Nebula, which are special zombie and elite zombie kills, which on this map are doppelgasts and amalgams. So let's head over to standard. I decided to skip all the boring parts. You know exactly how to set up this strategy, and as you can see, we just finished our 2000 headshots on the AMR. Now we can move on to the special camos, and the strategy does not change. All we need is rapid critical kills, which every kill from these traps is already designated as a critical kill, and we need kills without reloading. And, well, we're not even using our guns, so camo challenges are gonna be ridiculously easy. Okay, wow, that was extremely fast. I didn't think the special camo challenges were gonna be that easy to do. And speaking of special camo challenges, the only ones that you cannot do with the oil trap is any alternate ammo types and hipfire kills. Everything else works. The good thing is those incantation trials that spawn infinite zombies that we did in directed also work in standard. Boom, gold unlocked. Okay, so I did see a lot of people saying that critical kills were the only camo challenge that the oil trap still counted towards. That's obviously not true. Now, we just have to get the Opal camo, which is killing doppelgasts. On high rounds, you're gonna notice that there's gonna be a lot of doppelgasts that spawn, and they're gonna damage you, which is kind of annoying, but they do get insta-killed by the trap, and they count towards camo progression. The best thing about this strategy is by the time you're done all of your military and special camo challenges, you'll already be on a high enough round where multiple doppelgasts are going to be spawning in at such a rate where you'll unlock Opal in just about 10. Another easy challenge, especially with the oil trap, is Afterlife, which now we can work on. And we just have to get 20 kills without dying. You're also going to notice lots of Jackrabbit and Elusive Medals. Each time you see those, that's going to be progression towards your camo challenge. So once you've completed Afterlife, we just need to kill abominations. And while doing this strategy, you're going to notice abominations don't spawn in that frequently, but we're going to use a little bit of a trick, and we're going to save and quit. Once you've saved and quit and you're back on the main menu, in your save file, you'll notice the game that you were just playing. We're just going to load it back up. Once you're in the game again, you're going to continue to use the oil trap strategy. However, every time you reload a save file on a relatively high round, anything past round 45, you're going to have 1 or even 2 amalgams spawn in per round. Now that we're done the round, we're going to wait for it to switch over to the next one. And when we're able to, we're going to save, quit, rinse, and repeat. Load back up your next game and just keep doing the oil trap over and over again, and you'll get more amalgams each round. And there, Nebula is unlocked, and that's all you have to do. That is how ridiculously easy it is to unlock Nebula. You use the mystery box and wall weapons, and you're unlocking Nebula in one game. If you're doing it on DLC weapons, it's even easier. But you're probably thinking right now, what about the elite zombie strategy on Liberty Falls? Now we're using the cleaver, exact same strategy, exact same game, just getting all of the eliminations and rest of the camo challenges with the oil trap. The only thing that you need differently this time for any melee weapons, and this is melee specific, is alongside Deadshot Daquiri, you should have melee Macchiato and your melee weapon Pack-a-Punch, and then all the zombies in the oil trap are instantly going to die. Over the next 30 minutes of camo grinding, I'm just gonna put on some suits, and when we have Afterlife unlocked, we'll head over to Liberty Falls. Now that we're over in Liberty and all we need is elite kills, is to build the LTG. Take the LTG to the graveyard and place it down right here and just defend this portal until your high value target spawns. Now that we have our high value target, which is luckily a mangler, we just have to kill it and it's going to count as an elite zombie towards our Nebula camo progression. And now that the round has changed over, we can spawn in another one and do this until we hit a round cap. And even when you hit this round cap, you're going to be able to finish off all the zombies, and when the round resets, spawn in as many high value targets as you need for elite kills. But don't forget, which I've been waiting for a while, is when you repeat the round cap 5 times in a row, you're going to be waiting extra time. So when I spawn my HVT Mangler to kill it for camo progression, which this should be my last one, there it is. When you repeat the round cap 5 times, you're still going to be waiting a decent amount of time. So if you're thinking, I'm going to do all of my camo progression on Citadel, but when it comes to elite zombies, then I'll do this Liberty Falls strategy, you might want to think again, because it takes relatively the same time to save and quit, reload into your game with the oil trap strategy, which is going to guarantee 1 or even 2 amalgams per, I guess, attempt run or per save and quit, where it might just be worth it to stay on Citadel for your entire Nebula camo grind. I just wanted to jump in and make a quick editor's note. If you're on the fence or unsure if you should use the oil trap strategy in directed or standard mode, let's quickly cover the pros and cons. Directed mode. Pros. It's way easier, the zombies are a little bit slower and easier to manage for those newer players. And on top of that, even though there is the extended round timer between round caps, you do have the option to have up to 3 infinite zombie spawns from incantations, making it seem like the gaps between rounds are non-existent. Cons. You are not going to get a meaningful amount of special and elite zombie kills while playing the directed mode. Now let's talk about standard. Pros. The zombies spawn in way faster. You can use Rage Inducer, and on top of having those 3 infinite zombie spawns, you're gonna go through camo progression way faster. Also, you're going to get lots of vermin and parasite kills for special camo challenges, and of course, you're gonna kill lots of doppelgasts and amalgams for those elite challenges. The cons of standard, however, are zombies for new players are going to be a lot harder to manage, especially if you have infinite zombie spawns active. Going from one oil trap to the other is going to be extremely risky, and you'll end up dying a lot and having to restart. Also, I think it goes without saying, Liberty Falls you should not be using for camo grinding in any way, shape, or form if you're trying to unlock Nebula as fast and make it as easy as possible. Even the elite strategy of spawning in an elite zombie every round is useless with the save and quit method over on Citadel Des Morts. Liberty Falls, we're leaving you in 2024.